Today is Monday, February 7th. This will be posted tomorrow, February 8th. So last week we did a class where it was when you're short on time. It was supposed to be like a 12-minute, but turned into 22 minutes. I know, I have a hard time condensing to 12. So this is going to be a short chair yoga. So a chair yoga version of last week's class of short on time. So what you're going to need today, you're going to need a chair and possibly a block or two, or stacked books or stacked towels just to raise the floor up to you. And then if you have a mat just to help you not slide. So go ahead and grab a comfortable seated position. Let your eyes come to close. Let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And my quote for today is, look for the moments of goodness in your day. Pay attention to them and they will expand. Look for moments of goodness in your day. Pay attention to them and they will expand. And I think it's just a good reminder that throughout your day, even if you're having a really bad day for whatever that reason is, there's always some good things peppered in or sprinkled in. And try to pick those out, try to focus on them, try to focus on what they mean. And appreciate those good moments, those good little rainbows throughout your day. Because the more you focus on those and pay attention to those, the more optimistic, the more positive you're going to feel, the more the goodness is going to expand. You're going to feel better even if it's a bad day. Or maybe you're having a good day and then it gets even better. But try to focus on those good things, because there's got to be something good in every single day. Even if it's just the fact that you got up this morning, took a few deep breaths, and that's all you did. That's okay. Some days we have those days, and those days are okay too. Take a couple more breaths right where you're at. And then blink your eyes to open. Inhale, swing those arms out and up. Exhale to your heart center. And again, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale to your heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. Release your hands to your lap. Blink your eyes open. Just shake it out. I'm just going to turn my chair sideways just for this first pose. I'll probably be turning back and forth with the chair just so you guys get better angles. So you're just going to scoot yourself to the edge of your seat. Have your feet about hip distance apart. And you can take your hands to the seat of your chair or to the back of your chair, whichever feels better. I like the seat. And you're just going to go ahead and broaden across the chest. You can keep your head upright, or you can let the head and neck fall back, but just broaden across that chest, creating some space there. And then next, exhale, release. Inhale those arms out to the side, cross them in front of you, clasp the hands. You're going to pull the fist towards you, and then you're going to push the palms away and round out your spine. So you're coming into a modified cat pose. Then next, inhale, come back up, shake it out a little bit, and we'll do that same thing again. So hands can reach the seat or the back of the chair, whichever feels better, and go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades together, arch the back, and again, the head can stay up or it can fall back, whichever feels better for you. Take a couple of breaths here. And then exhale, release, shake it out. Inhale those arms out to a T, clasp them in front of you, pull the palms towards you, and then push those palms away. Hollow out the belly, break your chin to your chest, come into your modified cat. Inhale, come back up to center. I'm just going to turn and face you guys straight on again. And then take your left leg, cross it over the right. And you're going to sit nice and tall. You're going to take both hands to the outside of that left thigh. Your left hand can reach back to the chair behind you, and you're just going to twist off to the left, bringing out that spine. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross that left leg, and then stretch that leg out long on your floor or your mat. Keep the right knee bent. Inhale those arms up in front of you. And then go ahead and lean forward, reaching those fingers out straight ahead. You can stay right here, pulling the belly in, or if you'd like to, you can reach those fingertips towards the toes or towards a block, whatever feels good for you. Just a modified seated forward fold. The next inhale, come back up. Bend that left leg up, butterfly the legs a little bit. And then you're going to come back to stillness, cross the right knee over the left knee. Sit nice and tall. Bring both hands to the outside of that right thigh. Twist off to the right knee. You can use the right hand and grab onto the back of the seat if you want to deepen the stretch. Take a few breaths. And then inhale and twist back to center. Uncross that right leg, stretch that right leg out now. Inhale those arms up in front of you. And then go ahead and lean forward, reaching those fingertips forward. You can keep reaching here, pulling the belly in, squeezing the tush, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can reach down towards the floor or towards a block in front of you. Again, just a modified forward fold. And then next inhale, come back on up. Bend that right leg up. Butterfly those legs again. And then come back to a comfortable seat. We're just going to do 2 half sun salutes. So inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. You can reach to the floor, to a block. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back up to a comfortable seat, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. I'm just going to face sideways this time so you can see it. Inhale, swing those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll back up to a comfortable seat, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale, back to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. I'm just going to turn back and face straight on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a modified warrior 3 pose. So you're going to take your right leg and you're going to turn it off to the right, like opening it up to the side. So right knee faces the side, right toes face the side, and the right knee is right over that right ankle. Then you're going to dip that left leg down so that like the shin's almost parallel to the floor and you're on those back toes. So it's kind of like a, I don't know what this is, but your both legs are kind of at 90-degree angles. That's what I was looking for. 90-degree angles. Okay. Inhale those arms out up in front of you. And then you're going to exhale and peel that left arm back, opening up for modified warrior 2. And just hold it here for a couple breaths. Take that right palm, flip it up to the sky, and then take that right hand high while your left hand reaches down to the seat on your chair. And you can look up at that right hand or you can look down at that back foot for reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to the modified warrior 2. Swing that left arm around back to meet the right. And this time you're going to keep facing forward, but you're going to peel that right arm back and open arm twist the other way. So like a revolved warrior. Take a couple breaths. And then again, flip that left palm, take that left hand high, right hand grabs the back seat. You can look up at that left hand, or you can look down at that the back of your mat. Inhale, come back to your revolved warrior two. Swing that right arm back around. Then turn back to face forward. Drop those arms down. And just kind of stomp your feet out a little bit. Maybe butterfly the legs a little bit. Whatever feels good for you. And before we switch off to the other side, I'm going to have you take a block and place it in front of you. You can put your hands on your block. Your legs are wide. Your knees are right over your ankles. And this is just a modified Malasana. So you can stay here with your bum still resting on the seat. If you want to raise your hands up off the block and still have your bum on the seat, you certainly can. If you want to go a little further, you can lift your bum up off the seat a little bit, still have the hands on the block. And then last variation is to have bum lifted and hands up in prayer. Whichever variation you want to choose, take a couple breaths there. If your hands are lifted, drop them down. If your bum is lifted, drop it down. And then come back up to a comfortable seat. Bring the legs together, stomp them out a little bit. And then we're going to switch and go the other way. So this time you're going to take your left knee out to the side. Again, left knee is right over left ankle. It's at a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to tilt your right knee down so that the shin is almost parallel to the floor. And again, you try to make as close to a right angle as is comfortable. If you're not there, that's totally fine, but just have both knees bent. Okay. Then you're going to inhale both arms out in front of you. Exhale, you're going to peel that right arm back and come into your modified warrior two. Excuse me, take a couple breaths here. Then flip that left palm, take that left hand high, right hand grabs the seat behind you. And again, you can look up at that left hand or you can look down at your mat, whichever feels better for you. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Swing that right arm back around. And then you're going to peel that left arm back for a revolved warrior two. Take a couple breaths here. And then flip that right palm up. Take that right hand high. Left hand grabs the seat. And again, you can look down at your mat or you can look up at that right hand. Come back to your revolved warrior two. Bring that left arm back around. Turn back to face center. Drop those arms down. Walk those legs a little bit towards each other. Stomp those feet out a little bit. You can butterfly the legs a little bit. And then take your legs wide and you're just going to swing those arms out and up. And then exhale, just fold forward. You can have your hands on the block and have your hands on the floor. You're just trying to find some release here. Let your head and neck be long and heavy. Shake it out to loosen it up. And then when you're ready, slowly roll back up to a comfortable seated position. And then we're going to stand up now. I'm going to turn my chair sideways, okay? I'm going to set the block out of the way, okay? So your hands are about shoulder distance apart on your chair. I'm just going to set this forward. And your feet are hips distance. You're just going to walk your legs back till your back comes as close to flat as what's possible for you. And we're just taking a downward facing dog on our chair. So just take a couple breaths here in your down dog. Letting the whole back side of your body find some release. Couple breaths here. And then you're going to look forward at your hands, and you're going to take your right foot a giant step forward, and so much so that that back heel lifts up. So if you need to modify sliding the back heel back or the front foot forward, that's fine. So you're going to want to be in crescent lunge. So front foot's down, front knee is bent, back heel is up, back leg is working towards straight. So you're modified crescent, and you're holding on to your chair. You could stay here with both hands on your chair. If you want to try lifting one hand up first, lift the left hand up first. If you want to try hovering both hands, or you can take them all the way up, whatever feels good for you. Take a couple breaths here. And then exhale those arms down if they're lifted. Go ahead and step that back foot forward. And let those toes kind of kickstand behind you. And you're just going to lift that left foot off the floor a little bit, keeping that spine nice and long. Squeeze that tush, pull the belly on in. If you want to try and work some balance here, you lift the right hand off first. Then maybe you want to do both, do the left. You can take them both out, you can take them both up. Any and all are fine. If the arms are lifted, lower them down. Step that left foot right next to the right, walk it on out. And then you're going to step yourself back to a downward facing dog again. Take a couple breaths here in your dog. And your next inhale, you're going to look forward and step your left foot forward, a giant step. So much so that that back heel comes up for crescent lunge legs. Again, you can stay right here with both hands on your chair. If you want to try lifting one up, you lift the right hand up first and hover. If you want to try lifting it all the way up, you can. Or if you want to hover both, you want to take them both out, you want to take them both up, wherever you want to go. But take a couple breaths wherever you're at and just breathe. And then lower your hands if they're lifted. And then you're going to step up towards the chair so that the right toes are your kickstand. You can stay here in a kickstand if you want, or if you can lift those toes a little bit, lift them a little bit. Then if you want to try and find some balance, you'll lift the right hand first, then the left. You can take them out, you can take them up, but squeeze that belly in, squeeze that tush. And again, if your toes are down, you can still stay here. It's still a balance even if the toes are down. Take a couple breaths. And then exhale those hands down if they're lifted. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. And then we're just going to step back one more time to a downward facing dog. So step it back. Feet are hips distance, arms are shoulders distance. Take a couple breaths here in your down dog. And the next inhale, slowly walk forward towards your chair. Shake it on out. So for this next pose, it's going to be a wide-legged stance. So you got a couple options. You can take your wide-legged stance with your hands on the back of the chair, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can put your hands on the seat of your chair. So whichever one feels better for you. So I'm going to start with my feet, or my hands on the seat of the chair. And my toes are turned out slightly on an angle, 45-degree angle, okay? And I'm just going to bend one knee at a time, rocking side to side. And if you had your hands on the back of the chair, it would just be like this, rocking side to side. And next time the right knee is bent, just hang out over there, still keeping your hands on the chair. Then come back to center, stand tall, and then rock again with those knees. Ooh, my hips are cracking. And then the next time you are on the left side, keep that left knee bent, hang out there, still keep the hands on the chair, or if you want to raise them up if you're feeling it, go for it. But hands on the chair. And then next inhale, come back up to center, rock a little bit again. And then come back to center. You can stay here nice and tall. If you want to lower your forearms to the back of your chair, or you want to lower your forearms to the seat of the chair, whatever you want to do, we're just going to hang here for a couple breaths in a wide stance. Squeeze that belly to your spine. Squeeze your tush. And then come back up onto your hands. And then slowly bring your feet back towards each other. Walk it on out. And just like before we did a modified Malasana, we're going to do a modified Nalasana with the back of the chair. So you're going to take your feet probably about as wide as your mat. Toes can be turned out a little bit, like a 45. And then you're going to bend your knees. Not all the way down, but bend your knees so it feels comfortable. Your hands can still be on the back of your chair or the seat of your chair, whichever you have. You can stay right here if you'd like, or you can bring your hands to prayer. And we're just going to be here for a couple breaths. So practicing Malasana is great for getting you up off the floor when you're sitting on the floor, because it works range of motion of the ankles, the knees, and the hips. So you're building strength there and mobility there. And then your next inhale, straighten those knees, walk the feet back towards each other, and just shake it on out. Walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. And then I'm going to have you I'm going to turn my chair this way now. And I'm going to have, again, you can use the seat of your chair or the back of your chair. I'm going to demonstrate first on the seat of your chair. So I'm going to bring my forearms down to the seat of my chair. My palms are facing down, my fingers are spread wide. And I'm just going to stand so that my shoulders are right over my shoulders. So it's just a shoulder strengthener. If you want to, you can go up on your toes if you'd like. But just stay here. If you're on the back of the chair, I know it's kind of harder on the back of the chair because you have a flat surface, but you can rest your arms there and just go forward so that your shoulders are right over those elbows. Still keep the palms down, still spread the fingers wide. And make like you're pushing down with the palms and your forearms into the back of the chair or the seat of the chair. So you're keeping those arms active all the way up to the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale, release the arms, stand on up, shake it on out. Come have a seat back in your chair. Oops. Okay. So have a seat in your chair. Okay. So you can sit all the way back in your chair if you want to be nice and comfortable, or you can sit on the edge, whatever feels good for you. I'm sitting on the edge because my legs are so short they don't reach the ground if I sit all the way back. So then what you're going to do is you are going to pull that left knee up into your chest. Hang on to that knee. So you can pull under your knee. If you need a strap or a towel to help you hold that knee, you can take the strap or the towel and put it on the knee and pull that up into your chest. So you're just trying to pull that knee as close to your chest as what's comfortable without compromising your posture. So don't get that knee up higher in your chest if you're going like this. I want posture nice and long. Knees up into your chest. Again, you can use a strap or you can use your hands. You can keep the right knee bent or you can extend the right leg out, whatever feels better for you. Take a couple breaths. If that right leg is out straight, go ahead and bend it back up. And you're going to lower that left leg down. Then you're going to take your left ankle, cross it over that right knee. You can sit here nice and comfortable if you'd like, if that's enough for you. Or you can work towards leaning forward. You can reach your fingers towards the floor or toward the block on the floor, whatever feels good for you. It's important though to keep both feet nice and flexed so that the leg stays active all the way down to the toes. And then take a couple breaths here in your hip opener. And the next inhale, slowly roll up. Uncross that left ankle, go ahead and butterfly. And same thing, second side. So you'll pull your right knee into your chest, hold onto the knee, or you can use a strap to hold onto the knee. But again, keep that posture nice and tall. The left knee can stay bent, or the left leg can go out straight, whichever feels better for you. And just hug that knee in. And then lower that right knee down. Take that right ankle, cross it over the left. Hard flex both feet. You can sit here nice and tall if you like, or if you want to lean forward a little bit, or reach towards a block or towards the floor, whatever feels good for you. And next inhale, roll back up, uncross the right ankle, butterfly those legs. Just sit nice and tall and bring your left ear to left shoulder. Bring your chin to your chest. Bring right ear to right shoulder. And then head and neck back up vertical. Shake your head no a few times. Go around the other way, right ear, right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Head and neck back up vertical. Shake the head no a few times. And then sit back comfortably in your chair. Bring your eyes to close. And settle in for your Shavasana. If you're able to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer, please, please, please do so. If you need to get going with your day, please just sit more upright. Bring your hands to your heart center and keep your eyes closed. Thank you all for practicing with me here today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. And remember to look for those moments of goodness in your day. Focus on them. Pay attention to them, because they're going to expand and make you feel good. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. And next week starts yoga back in person on Tuesday, so I hope I see all of you very, very soon. Okay, love you. Bye.